First Choice English Academy. My name is Teacher Jewel, and today we're going to talk about how to answer a summary completion in an IELTS listening test. So for a summary completion, it starts with the instruction and the paragraph that has the summary of the audio. So first of all, you have to read the instruction of how many words you are allowed to write for the answer. So how many words we are allowed to write for our answer?
No more than 3 words, and or a number.
Yes, we are allowed to write no more than 3 words and a number. The next thing you have to do is to read the paragraph and understand what kind of word is missing as well as the idea of the whole paragraph. So in this case, we have here already the example answer. Number 1 is noun, 2 noun, 3 adjective, 4 number, and 5 will be event. So you can pause this video to take a look at this one carefully and study how or why these are the answers. Next, we're going to hear the extracts of the whole audios to see what are the answers for the following numbers. So let's start with number 1. Remember, your keywords are usually before or after the gap or the blank. So in this case, for number 1, written, which is an adjective, is our keyword to describe what's the missing word. Now let's see in the audio if you can find out the answer for number 1.
About the assessment for the distance learning. I take it that it's the same as for the other program?
Let me see. Each month you are expected to keep a written course diary and to present a seminar paper.
Okay, if your answer is course diary, then you got it right. Now this time let's do it for number 2. So sometimes in the listening, you're going to hear a paraphrase or synonyms of what you're going to read in the question. So you should not expect that you will hear the same thing in the audio and in the reading question. So let's see for number 2, what will be the answer.
At the end of the course, there will be a written exam which will account for 30% of the total marks.
So if your answer is written exam, then that's correct. Now this time, let's have number 3. Again, your keywords are usually before or after the gap. So in this case, our keyword will be portfolio, which is after the gap. And then that means to say we're going to find out an adjective to describe portfolio. Let's see now what's the answer for number 3.
What about the coursework? How much does it account for?
The design portfolio, which you need to present at the end.
So, if your answer is design, then you got it correctly. So this time, let's listen for number 4 and 5. So, there are times that in the listening, answers are given consecutively. So, you have to be fast in reading the question as well as in listening it to the audio. So, number 4, let's see what will be the answer.
Design portfolio, which you need to present at the end, accounts for 50%.
So if your answer is 50%, then perfect. Then last one, let's have number 5. So
Part
again,
of the assessment for the portfolio, you have to present at least one fashion item at a fashion show at the end of the course.
so if you hear the word fashion show, then it's perfect. So this time, let's hear the whole audio of the listening for the summary completion.
What about the assessment for the distance learning? I take it that it's the same as for the other program?
Let me see. Each month you are expected to keep a written course diary and to present a seminar paper, and at the very end of the course there will be a written exam which will account for 30% of the total marks.
What about the coursework? How much does it account for?
The design portfolio, which you need to present at the end, accounts for 50%. I would point out just one thing, and that is that on the distance learning program, some tutors like to see the design portfolio twice each term to make sure you're on the right track. But of course you can take it in at any time to show your tutor. And as part of the assessment for the portfolio, you have to present at least one fashion item at a fashion show at the end of the course.
Is there anything else?
No, that's it.
Thank you for all of your help.
No problem. Hope it all works out well.
So I hope you learned something for answering a summary completion in a listening test. And that's all for today. Thank you. Goodbye.